In this video, we are going to understand in detail about different types of memory and how these have been evolved over the period. Please go without skip because I will be relating each other throughout the video. As per the requirement, memory is firstly divided among primary and secondary memory. Both are having some advantages and disadvantages. Let's see one by one. Primary memory is the main memory or internal memory of computer, which can be directly accessed by CPU. All data and instructions, which are currently processed by a program, is stored here as it can be directly accessed by CPU. Primary memory is volatile in nature, means data integrity is not guaranteed over the power cycle. Its manufacturing cost is very high. Cache and RAM are the examples of primary storage. So, to overcome the drawbacks of primary storage, we need another kind of memory, where data integrity can be assured over the power cycle, which would be cheaper comparatively, so that we can store huge data permanently. So, here comes the role of secondary memory, which is non-volatile in nature and cost-effective. This memory cannot be accessed directly by the CPU, so all data has to be firstly copied to primary memory, and then only can be accessed by CPU. That is why secondary storage is slower in compare with primary storage. CD, DVD, hard disk drives, solid-state drives, and floppy disks are the examples of secondary memory. Let's see now about primary storages, cache memory and random access memory. Cache memory is a supplementary memory system that temporarily stores frequently used instructions and data for quicker processing. For quick processing, CPU first look for data in cache. If not found in cache, then only it searches in RAM. Random access memory, a memory which can be randomly accessed. It is used by CPU to handle active tasks and apps. None of your programs, files, games would work without RAM. RAM memory is further divided among SRAM and DRAM based on its bit holding characteristics. SRAM uses flip-flop circuit to store a bit. That is why data is lost immediately after the power loss. DRAM uses tiny capacitor and transistor to store a bit. It does not lose data immediately after the power loss, as the capacitor loses charge gradually. Since SRAM uses flip-flops and some transistors, the data access time is comparatively low. So, SRAM is faster. DRAM offers high packaging density, so it is cost-effective. SRAM is on-chip memory, whereas DRAM is off-chip memory. So, DRAM is easily expandable. DRAM is used as main memory, while SRAM is used for cache. DDR2, DDR3, DDR4, DDR5 are widely used in computers as main memory. I had not mentioned about ROM yet. It also comes under primary memory. ROM is a primary non-volatile memory. All crucial information essential to operate the system, like the program essential to boot the computer. Initially, masked read-only memory was developed, in which programs and instructions are stored at the time of manufacturing by the manufacturer and only can be read by user. It has become obsolete now. Later, programmable read-only memory was developed, which would be written only once by user. It comes as a blank chip, like RFID tags, which is written only once by the user. Later, again next version of ROM, erasable and programmable read-only memory was developed with erase and rewritten feature. Here, data are erased with UV light, which takes almost 40 minutes, which is quite higher. So, to overcome this drawback of erasable and programmable read-only memory, where UV light is used to erase memory, next version of ROM was developed, which could be electrically erased. This electrically erasable and programmable memory takes erase time of just 4 to 10 milliseconds. Nowadays, this is most widely used ROM memory. Till now, we understood enough about primary memory. Now, let's look at secondary memory. Compact disc is a digital optical disc data storage format that was developed by Philips and Sony to store and play digital audio recordings in 1982. At that time, it could store 680 megabytes, which was much more data than normal hard drives, which was just 10 megabytes. Later, to store and play video, digital video disc or digital versatile disc was released in 1996. Currently, it is allowing 17 gigabytes data. HDD. A hard disk drive is a traditional storage device that uses mechanical platters and a moving read-write head to access data. It was introduced by IBM in 1956 and has become dominant as secondary storage device in early 1960. Later, a better and smaller solution for secondary storage was introduced in 1991 by Storage Technology Corporation, where data can be instantly accessible, which made up of integrated circuits. Thanks for watching, and I will encourage if you have any query or if you want to correct or add something. Thanks a lot again for your attention.